the next couple months in California, I just every minute of free time I was watching content and trying to figure out what was going on. And so at that point, I was watching guys like Joe Rogan, Steven Crowder, Ben Shapiro, all these different guys, kind of liberal or even slightly um, conservative leaning people. And so I was just watching all this stuff and starting to get a little bit educated on politics. And that was, I think, the big one to me, though, was that um, in California, there was a lot of PC culture, right? Politically correct. I remember at one point I was working in a shop, a coffee shop on my computer. There's a couple of these instances actually. One though, this little Mexican lady came up in front of me and she looked at all the pictures on the wall. She was standing right in front of me. She looked at all the pictures on the wall and she said, "Look at all those white people on the wall. It sure is a pity." Something like that. And I was just like, what? You know? And I can kind of understand her point, but at the same time, I had one guy, this Asian guy, he somehow found my Facebook and he started messaging me. He was like a Berkeley student or something, telling me like, "Oh, FBI guys, my friends are in the FBI. They're gonna find you." So I was getting this weird kind of harassment. This harassment because I was a white male. There was a gay guy that I was hanging out with, not for sexual reasons, just because I didn't have anybody to hang out with, and we would talk about the Olympics and stuff, and do cookouts and all, and it was fine, except that then he freaked out on me, which in hindsight I was like, well, probably shouldn't do that because he was in it for something else, but I didn't know any of this stuff, right? So the political correctness culture in California was way different for me, and I felt really like people were coming after me all the time for being a white heterosexual male. Like I was never living up to people's expectations there. And I remember when Trump got elected, it was like a breath of fresh air. It was like my spirit opened to some extent. And I was like, oh, it's okay to be me, right? Everybody's saying I'm bad, but it's not true. I'm just another person and I can be who I am. So that was like an initial seed planted